Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Glow Up Guide. So today I wanted to talk about all things working out, including the benefits of working out, how to stay motivated to accomplish your fitness goals, and how to like working out and make it less painful. And this is kind of a coincidence considering the fact because I did not know this is the episode I was recording today until I actually looked at my calendar in my bullet journal because I have it marked on the monthly views what episodes I'm publishing when. So I was a little surprised because considering the fact that today, when I tried to work out earlier today at around 2, I literally could not work up the motivation. I was gonna do a 30-minute workout. I ended up doing 20 minutes and very half-heartedly. I basically just tried to force myself and I kind of gave up because it really wasn't working. So what's the point kind of thing. So yeah, kind of sucked. But we're gonna talk about working out. What a coincidence. So now before moving on, I have a ton of things to talk about. Okay, so podcast updates. Let's see here. So we're currently at 172 plays. I checked before starting this recording this episode. 172 plays, so that's 28 more we need to get in order to start the email and the Instagram, which I'm honestly super duper excited about. I am so excited to start this. I really just hope my mom doesn't say no to the Instagram because I honestly thought it would take a lot more time than this to do that and to get to that point. But it's taken a lot less time than I think, and I am honestly super excited, but also a little nervous to have to maintain a whole social media page. But a couple things. So far, 172 plays out of 200, need 28 more. We're making really good progress. And then the second thing is I'm really, really trying super duper hard to work to a consistent publishing schedule. It's really hard because I just have the worst memory ever. And also sometimes I don't have the time to record. I have a busy lifestyle, honestly. I'm kind of a busy bee. Especially in February, there were 10 million things I was doing over the weekend, every weekend. So that's something to take into consideration. Lots of school things going on too. History is a really hard class. So there's a lot of things going on in school in general because honors classes, especially history and science, a lot of work. And yeah, it's kind of a mess. So I'm really, really trying to get to that consistent publishing schedule. And y'all just have to believe me. And y'all just have to, keep up with it. Yeah. Or you can just follow this podcast and then you'll know whenever I publish a new episode instead of just checking back on Sundays and then there's not one. Being kind of disappointed if you genuinely like my podcast. So, yeah. Okay, so second thing, the Instagram. Not the second thing, the third thing. Instagram. So I said I was going to start an Instagram for this podcast, right? And which is kind of coincidental because 2 episodes ago I was talking about social media. But this is kind of going to be a side project. So my podcast is currently a passion project, and the Instagram is just an additional thing. So my goals with starting these two things, email would be for the current listeners of this podcast, and Instagram, because my target audience would be the 0 to 17 age range, 0 to 17. These are my target age ranges. So yeah, 0 to 17, 18 to 24. And then possibly beyond that, but those are my two target age groups, and I think these age groups will be most likely be on Instagram. So that's my goal. Instagram is to attract new listeners to this podcast, and also for existing listeners because the DM feature, which I think is cool. Obviously, I'm going to be careful, and because of the other things I mentioned in my previous in my social media episode. So yeah, I'm gonna be cautious of all those things. I'm not really gonna use Instagram myself. It's more for podcast purposes. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that. This is just gonna be a side thing. I'm not gonna really put a ton of effort into it. I'm gonna try and publish maybe 2 to 3 times a week, I guess. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with the Instagram account, but yeah, so far the ideas I'm thinking are just podcast updates, obviously, and whenever I publish a new episode, things that are relevant to each episode, and then I can do like there's that Instagram feature, like you can do polls and like Q&As, and I can do that to help with my podcast too. Like I already have them on Spotify, but literally no one responds, so I can do those on Instagram too. And if I ever talk about something in an episode, I can put it in the description of the podcast episode and on the Instagram too. So that's gonna be another thing. I'm thinking like little health and wellness content kinds of things and like skincare content. Like maybe about skincare routines, for example. I have a script that I'm currently writing on skincare, and maybe I could do something like that. I don't really know, but little things like these, that's like what I'm trying to do for this. So yeah, that's what I have so far. And now moving on from podcast updates to life updates. So this weekend was busy, really busy. So, starting with Friday, my school dance was Friday, and yeah, okay, so that went great. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, so Friday was like a kind of hectic day. Like, I woke up really late, and then I had to go to school, and then I had to come home from school, and like then I had to literally run up. Like the first thing I do when I get home from school, I drop my bag. I tell my mom what I'm gonna do, and then I run upstairs and finish packing for my friend's sleepover, which I'll get into details of later. But yeah, I have to finish packing, and then I have like 5 free minutes to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do next, and then I have to go do other things. I have to eat, and then I like go take a shower because I washed my hair the day before. So yeah, so I then took a shower and like I shaved my legs and all of that. I only my calves because like I was wearing a full length dress. I don't even know why I did that. It was like unnecessary, but I just felt like I should. And yeah, also my pajama pants for the sleepover, like they were really loose, and if they rode up a little, like no one would have to see like hairy legs or whatever. Like it's just like self-conscious kind of thing. So yeah, and then what did I do afterwards? Like I put on some random house clothes, like clothes that I wear in the house, and then I just like finished my skincare, did a little face, yeah, I did a face mask, and then I did my skincare, and then what did I do after that? Yeah, I put some more things that I had to pack into my bag, and then like I texted my friends and stuff like that, and then after that I got changed into my actual dress, and then I started with my makeup, and then I did my hair, and then all of that. Like yeah, I just got ready, and then it was really hectic. And then after that, like my friends were texting about rides, and I'm like, what the flip? Okay, I have a ride already. You guys don't need to drive me, and they're like, okay. So it's kind of a mess in our group chat, but yeah, and then I go to the dance. I go to my school and yeah. So yeah, that's really fun. Like I meet all my friends outside the school and we go in and we just like it was amazing, honestly. It was really fun. And lots of things happened, honestly, that I don't know much about. But yeah, that was honestly really fun. Like I got to hang out with my friends. My other friend was being weird, she tried to kill me. But that's kind of expected because she's kind of psychopath, honestly. So yeah, she's kind of a psychopath, but yeah. And I saw like my friends. It was a really good time, honestly. And we did like this thing. It's like a spinning photo booth. So there's like a tripod looking thing with a ring light around it, I think. And you put on props and you just stand on the thing, and then the spinny like tripod kind of thing. He just goes round and round, and you're supposed to dance. And it's like a video, and then it, like airdrops to your phone. So me and my friends did that. We texted all the pictures into the group chat. Because like I don't necessarily have a phone, but my mom let me borrow my former phone for the dance to like take photos and to be able to text her, which did not really work because the calling failed. I used Messenger Kids, my mom used Messenger. It didn't really work at all. So yeah, that's fun. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, at the dance, we lost everyone a bunch of times. Everyone abandoned the other, so we were kind of split in two. But yeah, we kind of all got lost like 5 million times. There was a bunch of junk food. I ate way too much sugar that day. Like combining the dance and the sleeper, I ate like at least 100 grams of sugar. So I'm going on like a sugar fast for like what, um, like 2 weeks or something. Like I don't even know how long at this rate. That was the most sugar I've ever consumed in a day. I swear. Um, so yeah, because like in my Bax class beforehand, we were doing cooking, and I ate a Twinkie, and I unknowingly ate it, and there was 16 grams of sugar in one freaking Twinkie. So that's fun. I mean, they're good. Like, yeah, I like them. Some people hate Twinkies, but yeah. Anyway, So yeah, that was already 16 grams of sugar, and I think I consumed anywhere from like 70 to 100 grams of sugar that one night. Like not even the whole day. Well, more like the whole day, but like mostly in that night, like Friday night. But yeah, okay, so it was a lot of fun, and then I got dance. We had food. We took photos. We just like hung around. We talked. Yeah, it was really fun and kind of a drama thing, but oh well, it's fine. Yeah, it was really fun. And then afterwards, my friend, she was having a sleepover at her house. Only three out of the set, only like two out of the set, like six of us, two out of the five of us, were able to make it to her house. So it was the three of us. We had a good time. We honestly like kind of scrolled through our phones for like the first couple hours or something. I don't even know. We didn't really do much. And then we watched a movie. We did fun things like ABC exposed me, and like we were gonna watch another movie, but we didn't. And yeah, we honestly just talked like a lot. Like 90% of the sleepover was just us talking and like sitting on the blow up bed and like talking. We went upstairs in the middle of the night and got like snacks because why not? Like, okay, it's just because why not? Because my friend's mother anticipated that we'd be doing that, so whatever. But oh well, it's fine. And I ate more sugar, and that was really fun. Yeah, we had a good time. We did ABC Expose Me. That was so fun. Yeah. And yeah, good times. And after that, yeah. So I had a really great weekend. We went to sleep at 4:30 a.m. We weren't gonna go to sleep at all, but we just decided, yeah, we're gonna go to sleep. Okay. We went to sleep at 4:30 a.m. and woke up at like what 10 the next day. But I was in bed. I was just in the bed until like 10:30 until my other friends woke up, and my friend's mom came downstairs and told us she brought that breakfast is upstairs. And I'm like, oh okay, let's go. So we just like got ourselves ready, and then we ate breakfast, and then after that we like packed up our things, and then got a ride from my friend, drove home. Yeah, so that was honestly super fun, great weekend. I was literally so tired all of Saturday. Like my mom told me to go upstairs, and I was just sitting on the couch with a blanket on top of me because I'm just like I'm cold, and I was reading my book, right, and then I just fell asleep at like 2 p.m. and then my mom came upstairs supposedly, and she was like, "Oh wow, she's sleeping." She asked my brother, and he's like, she's asleep, and my mom was like, "What? Oh really? Yeah, because I never sleep in the middle of the day, so like what a rare coincidence." But I was really really tired. I have like justification. So like, don't touch me. I woke up at 6:30 again. I was so freaking tired. I literally like was reading and I was falling asleep for like a couple minutes at a time. And then I'm just like, you know what? I give up on trying to read this book. I am way too tired. Yeah, I had to reread the 10 or so pages that I actually managed to read because like I did not remember anything and I was just like so lost in the book. But yeah, good times. And okay, so finally, moving on to one thing we're grateful for and one thing we're happy about. So one thing I'm grateful for, I don't know. One thing I'm grateful for. Let's see. Okay, this is awkward silence. One thing I'm grateful for is honestly having like such good friends because my one friend, she moved here from Jordan this year, and she has like a lot of drama with her supposed friends, quotation marks. Jordan. None of them are really her true friends. So yeah, she says she has like a lot of drama, and she's like grateful for this, and I'm also grateful. Like I have easygoing but meaningful group of friends, and I don't have a lot of drama going on all the time. So yeah, I'm just grateful to have them, and honestly, they're the best. So yeah, and then one thing I'm happy about is that I finally got my younger brother's birthday party booked. Okay, so my younger brother, he's turning 8. March 22nd, so that's a Friday. We're having his party the Saturday afterward. It's gonna be at Chuck E. Cheese. So really excited about that. And yeah, I'm typically the one that does all the research for this because I understand more, I guess. I mean, my mom helps me. My dad doesn't really get anything. So me and my mom just did some research and we decided to book it at Chuck E. Cheese. My brother wanted to do it at a bowling place, but we shot it down immediately because we're inviting his whole class. He's in second grade, and people still invite like their whole classes and like then some people like that are close to them. And most people do like house parties or places where there's like group rates. And I'm just like, we can't do it at the bowling place because to my mom, because like my brother would be insulted if we did it somewhere else because of money. But it was mostly for the money. Like if we did it somewhere, like if we did it at the bowling place, it would have been almost $1,000 total. And if we do it at Chuck E. Cheese, it's going to be like what? maybe like $750 total, like including everything, like booking the place, food, gifts, a cake, any decorations, all of that. And we just decided it was better. So I'm really happy I got that booked. I also did the Evite, and my dad helped me with that. So yeah, I'm really, really happy about that, and the fact that we got it done, because it just fell to like, what's the term? Yeah, it just like kind of fell to the bottom of the list, and I'm just like, oh shoot. Like to my mom this morning, we need to book his birthday party. So I'm really, really happy that I managed to do that. And yeah, okay. So moving on with the actual content of this episode, it's been like a 15-minute intro. I really need to stop talking. But anyway, so number one, starting with why you should work out. You probably do know a lot of benefits of working out, because it's literally like a holy grail of health. They're like, oh, you want to be healthy? Like, get good sleep, drink enough water, eat healthy, like work out. That's not really, these are like the big four. Yeah. So, but like, I want to go more in depth on those and some other benefits you may not know about. So the first one is working out reduces stress. This is why you'll see workout on a common recommendation for reducing stress. I think I mentioned this a few times on this podcast, but when you work out, the brain releases serotonin and other happiness hormones and suppresses cortisol production, which is a stress hormone. Serotonin and other feel-good hormones are supposed to be pain relievers, which doesn't at all explain why we feel sore after a workout, but maybe emotional pain. I don't really know. But I guess maybe it helps us feel less pain. I don't know. This thing is like really confusing. But yeah. But you just feel like so much better like once you get used to working out. And if you complete your workout outside, you get even more of these mood boosting benefits, because green is the color of calm, and when exposed to it, we take in the calmness of the color. Hence, meaning that when you work out outdoors, it's pretty much the best thing you can do for your stress. Number two, working out actually clears up your skin. The first and most major way it clears up your skin is that a main cause of like pretty much every skin problem ever is stress. And as we said earlier, working out reduces stress. Less stress means less annoying breakouts. So it's kind of a win-win. The second reason is that working out makes you sweaty. The sweat is releasing all the toxins from your body. Like the sweat is carrying the toxins out of your system, kind of, and like the bacteria that's in your pores, and it just kind of like gets it out. This is why you need a shower. At least wash your face right after a workout, because if you don't, all the bacteria and like toxins and stuff just like kind of sit in a layer on top of your face with the sweat, and that's like just disgusting, and it like clogs your pores and all of that, which leads to breakouts. The third non-major reason is that working out promotes like healthy blood circulation. Your skin is your biggest organ, even if most people don't think of it as one, and all organs need blood. They thrive on it. The blood brings nutrients to the skin, feeding it. This can help keep your skin healthy and glowy, and even reduce blemishes and inflammation. You just get like better skin overall. Apologies. Number three, increased focus. In my stillness episode, I talk about how stillness is composed of three parts: mind, body, and spiritual. For the body part, the main point was working out. Working out helps you achieve stillness, which is a higher level of focus. And also, once again, it reduces stress, which is a main contributor to losing focus. So you should maybe schedule breaks in the middle of an intense study session. It'll help you focus better. Supposedly, when you work out or do any kind of intense exercise, blood flows to the brain. This fires up your neurons and aids in cell growth, mainly in the part of the brain called the hippocampus, which is responsible for storing long-term memories and making those memories resistant to forgetting, which means we are more likely to remember the material we studied. Exercise can even help stimulate the growth of new brain cells. Sounds good to me. Number four, exercise can help regulate your sleep cycle. If you are the type of person who seems to fall asleep very easily sometimes and seems to toss and turn all night other times, like me, a lack of physical activity might be to blame. Exercise regulates your circadian rhythm, which is your internal body clock, by raising your core body temperature. But about 30 to 90 minutes after exercising, the core body temperature begins to fall. This system helps to regulate the sleep cycle. Another way exercise helps your sleep cycle is by releasing endorphins, which help relieve pain and induce feelings of pleasure, which lead to a more restful, uninterrupted sleep. Doing enough exercise can also reduce insomnia for the same reasons. Number five, increased energy levels throughout the day. Moving around and working out are activities that make your body sore and tired. But after you overcome that initial soreness and tiredness, the endorphins released will help you feel more energized. your heart and lungs get more blood, which means no nutrients. And when your heart and lungs are working optimally, your entire body and brain also function better, giving us more energy. Working out also relaxes the body, which in turn helps you focus and increases your energy levels. So that was all I had to say, kind of a short section on the benefits of working out. I hope those motivate you. Now, let's talk about how to stay motivated towards your workout goals. Number one, track the goal. Let's say your goal was to lose 10 pounds by the end of the year. I don't freaking know. Instead of thinking of the goal as I have to lose 10 whole pounds by the end of this year, try thinking of that as the big goal. Like my end goal for the end of this year is to lose 10 pounds. But instead of thinking that's the big goal, instead think of it like this. I want to lose 10 pounds by the end of the year. So in order to achieve that, I will lose 3 pounds by April. Then I'll try to lose another 3 pounds by August. And once that has been achieved, I will try and lose 4 more pounds by December. This is a detailed, broken down plan for how you intend on keeping track and measuring the grand goal. Heck, I've even seen these bullet journal spreads to track your weight loss goals, but they look really complicated and I don't really know or care enough. And workout trackers are more better. Better, I think. And you can make workout plans if you want, stuff like that. Progress gives us motivation, and motivation gives us even more progress. So, number 2, most fitness goals lead back to habit development. So, according to the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma, habits take at least 60 days to develop. 66 days to develop, not 21. This 66-day time period is I keep saying 60. I'm sorry. If I say 60 by accident anytime, I really mean 66, okay? This 60 days... I'm sorry, something's wrong with me. This 66-day time period is divided into 3 phases of 22 days each. The first phase is destruction. What am I saying? Oh my god, I have problems. Destruction. Change is hard, hence this title. It's hard because you're rewriting the past habits of your mind and ingraining new ones. The space shuttle uses more fuel in the 60 seconds after liftoff than it uses during the entire orbit around the Earth because it needs more energy to overcome the forces of gravity. This destruction phase is exactly like this. The first 22 days are supposed to feel like a mild form of torture. The second phase is installation. Change is messy in the middle. Your mind is sort of going through an interior renovation. Old foundations need to be destroyed so new ones can be put in place. You're going to want to quit the most during this phase. Just persevere. The third phase is integration. That's when it all comes together. The new habit becomes your new normal. Number 3, what is your why? Why did you set this goal and what do you want to achieve with it? If you set this goal for absolutely no reason, or even worse, if the goal is irrelevant to you, but you set it because of some other trend or something like that girl trend. I know a lot of people try to follow that and stuff, which can be good in some ways, but it's also really toxic in others. So set goals that are actually relevant to you and what you actually care about, not just because of everyone else. Everyone else is doing it, I should be doing it too. No, okay? Everyone else is weird, honestly. Because if you don't do things that are relevant to you, these goals are just going to be forgotten about because you just don't care enough. So always keep your why in mind, and that will give you motivation. Number 4, keep reminding yourself. Even if that means having a grand old poster in your room reminding you to work out, maybe I should do that. Yeah, anyway. Developing these new habits and sticking with your goals is hard. I'll give you that. But if this goal genuinely matters to you, then you'll suck it up and move on. And it becomes easier to work out. Just start small. Another way to do this is by constantly reminding yourself of the benefits of your goal. In this instance, the goal is to probably work out more. Keep all the benefits of working out in mind, and that might motivate you. Those are all my tips and advice on staying motivated to keep up with those fitness goals. I hope this helped you. Now, let's talk about how to work out when you seem to have no time at all. Number 1, break it down into shorter sessions. You don't need to work out for 30 minutes all in one go every day. I mean, if that's you, then do it. Sometimes I do that. Break it down into 2 15-minute sessions or 3 10-minute sessions. Or whatever you want. Sometimes you can do, 1 20-minute session and 2 5-minute ones, or I don't even know. There's a million different possibilities. Whatever works for you. That's the idea. This also works well if you're just starting to work out and can't do it and don't have very good stamina yet. Also works if you don't want to get sweaty and have to shower. That's what I do. And it's way easier to motivate yourself to do a 10-minute workout as opposed to taking an hour to gain the motivation for a 30-minute workout. It's just far easier. And if you try to do like an hour of motivational thoughts for 30 minutes of exercise, only to give up 3 minutes in, kind of pointless. So it really works though. Number 2, Tabata workouts. Tabata workouts are when you do a high-intensity exercise for 20 seconds, rest for 10, then repeat until you reach 4 minutes. Then repeat the whole cycle 8 times to get a 30-minute workout. Tabata workouts are basically HIIT taken to the next level of intensity. It's very intense because the work and rest periods are shorter. But in those short working periods, you give it your all your effort. An example would be 20 seconds of jumping jacks, then 10 seconds rest, 20 seconds squat jumps, then a rest, hold a plank, then rest, and so on and so forth. Like that. Tabata is so intense that it burns up to 13 calories per minute. It's not very beginner friendly. But in that case, what you could do is 30 to 40 seconds of an exercise which isn't that intense, like bicycle kicks, for example, like supported bicycle legs, like punches, dead bugs, things like that, and then 10 seconds rest. That would also work. It would be less intense, and yeah. Number 3, walking. I mean, we already do it, so why not use it to our advantage? Invest in a good pair of shoes, pop on a podcast or some music, and make time for a 30-minute walk daily. There are a ton of different things you can do to get some extra steps in. For example, parking your car further away, taking the stairs, working out during commercial breaks, etc., etc. Make it a habit to get off the couch and exercise every time a commercial comes on. Or just start walking around the room. That also works. Make it an effort to get in a few extra steps every single day. Number 4, multitask when appropriate. Or combine tasks, like ride your bike sometimes instead of driving. You get in some exercise and transportation for free. Sounds like a win-win to me. Or if you really are that busy, invest in a treadmill or whatever. You can walk while working on your laptop. So I saw on YouTube, it was productivity tips and are these study topics really worth it? I don't know. It was a really long time ago. But she had a treadmill and there was a thingy and she put her laptop on top of the treadmill without messing with the buttons or whatever, and it was a tray or something, and then she put her laptop on it and she was just working while walking. She put it on a slow pace. So I think that's actually a really good idea if you really, really, really are that crunched for time. Honestly. Or another thing you could do, if you have to read a book for a class, you can find an audiobook version of it and put that on while walking. I mean, that's also a really good idea, but maybe it's not the best way to absorb the material. So just an idea. Yeah, I thought it was a really good idea, the treadmill thing. It really works, but it's kind of an investment. So you can also work out while watching TV. Just pop on your fave show and start exercising. Small things like these make a huge difference. Okay, so let's say you work out for 3 minutes during a commercial break and then another 3 during another commercial break, and then you take a walk for 30 minutes with your dog. See, that's no, even a 10-minute walk, and then you work out for an actual 15 minutes. That's about what? Almost 30 minutes of exercise that day. So it's the smallest things that make a huge difference. So those were all my tips and advice on working out if you seem to have literally no time. Now let's talk about how to like working out. Firstly, actually figure out what kind of workouts you actually like to do, because it's pretty much the only way to like something is to make it fun for you. I absolutely hate most sports, push-ups, and weightlifting. I can't even carry the 3-pound weights in my PE class because my arms are so weak. But for some reason, I can carry my younger brother who's 47 pounds. I don't know how. It's just magic. Woo. But I love mad fit dance workouts, soccer, running, low impact workouts, and HIIT. It's weird. I love low impact workouts and yoga kind of things, but I also love super intense workouts that are constantly moving, things like that. I also don't really like just going on walks. It's too boring. So experiment with a bunch of different workouts and find what you like. I'll also link some of the easiest workouts ever in the description of this episode. Even my mom can do them, and she honestly doesn't have really great physical stamina. She does walking, a power walk workout. I hate it, honestly. I hate those ones. She's you want to do it with me? I'm yeah, no thanks. So my mom can do half of these. So these are really, really easy, and yeah, you should try them. If you're a total beginner, if you actually like the kind of workout you're doing, that's 90% of the work in how to like working out. Literally 90% of the point in how to like working out, liking it. Simple. Number 2, stop worrying about weight loss and your looks when working out. most people like beat up their bodies with workouts that they don't like just to lose weight. Their sole focus is like, okay, I'm gonna do this really intense, really boring workout that I absolutely hate and need like an hour of motivational thoughts to get done, just for the cause of losing weight. I am very grateful that I am blessed with a naturally good figure. Everyone's figure is beautiful. Some might just need a little push to remember that. Stop beating up your body just to look a certain way. In fact, I think the negative energy that comes with beating up your body will give you the opposite effect. Instead, focus on your health and how much healthier and better you will be after the workout. Focus on getting stronger and being more energized. This will make it easier to start working out. And also try keeping a positive image of something you love while working out. Or use the reward system that I mentioned in some other episodes. This will make your brain associate working out with good positive thoughts. Like health versus looks, okay? I won't work out for any other reason besides losing weight because I am very grateful to be blessed with a beautiful figure and I can be confident in my own body. So, yeah, just some people just might need a little push to remember that. Always remember that. Number 3, combine working out and social time. You can try taking a workout class with your friends or use it as an opportunity to make friends. Team sports also work. What I do is I go outside in my neighborhood with my friend and we just walk around and talk and it's fun. Always a good way to get exercise. You could also try something similar. Or something else you could try is going on walks with your friends. It's a great activity to do for fun and free. Or you can just try walking to a Starbucks or something that's 30 minutes away or 20 minutes away cuz why not? And just low cost activity. Number 4, listen to music and podcasts while working out. Music and podcasts help make everything more fun. Music also helps to constructively distract us from the inner dialogue of negative self-talk and thoughts. Consider only listening to certain songs or podcasts while working out, because if you hear that song anywhere else, you'll remember working out, and the song, you'll remember working out. It's a natural association made with your brain. So the song "Antihero" by Taylor Swift plays in one of my dance workouts, and I don't really listen to it outside of my workouts. So whenever I hear that song, I remember working out, and I remember oh shoot, I have to work out today or something like that. Or yeah, this is how our brain links things together. Or another thing you could try is to reserve a certain TV show you actually like just for working out. So you have to work out to watch it. The promise of what happens next in the TV show will motivate you enough to work out. Don't overdo it though. Don't be obsessed with it and work out 5 hours a day. No, thanks. So those are all my tips and advice on how to working out and make it more fun. I hope this helped you. Now to end our episode today, I have a quote for you guys from Jim Ryan. It goes, "Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going." Bye guys. Rate, review, follow, and share this podcast. Drink some water, and I love you all.